नमस्ते बिटिया, हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। आई एम डॉक्टर भारत शर्मा, असिस्टेंट प्रोफेसर, डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ पैथोलॉजी, फैकल्टी ऑफ होम्योपैथिक साइंस, ज्योति विद्यापीठ, वुमेन्स यूनिवर्सिटी, जयपुर। Today's topic is cellular injury, part second. Now, irreversible injury. Two basic processes underlies the morphologic changes of irreversible injury. First is denaturation of proteins, and second is enzymatic digestion of cell components. Now, reversible injury, cellular swelling or fatty changes. Characteristics of reversible injuries are plasma membrane alteration, mitochondrial changes, dilation of endoplasmic reticulum, and nuclear alteration. Ultrastructural changes, alteration in plasma membrane reflecting disturbance in ion and volume regulation induced by loss of ATP. Now, mitochondrial changes, endoplasmic reticulum changes, and changes in the lysosomes. Alteration in plasma membrane. First is cellular swelling occur. Formation of cytoplasmic blebs occur. Blunting and distortion of microvilli occur. Creation of myelin figures occur. And deterioration and loosening of intracellular attachments occur. In mitochondria, what are changes occur? Early appears condensed as a result of loss of matrix protein following loss of ATP, followed by swelling due to ionic shift. Third is amorphous densities, which correlates with the onset of irreversibility. Finally, rupture of membrane followed by progressing increase calcification. In endoplasmic reticulum, what changes occur? Following changes occur in endoplasmic reticulum. First is dilatation. Second is detachment of ribosome and disaggregation of polysomes with decreased protein synthesis and progressive fragmentation and formation of intracellular aggregates of myelin figures. Now, changes in the lysosomes generally appear late. Swelling, rupture disappears. Some fused with the autophagic vacuole called, called phagosomes, which become apparent within damaged cells. Here is the structure showing changes in the cells. Early phagosome, then phagosome fused with lysosome occur, causing phagolysosome. Then pathogenic degradation occur, digestive vacuole occur, and then finally destruction occurs. Cell injury and death. Irreversible hypoxic ischemic injury. These changes are irreversible if oxygen and flow are reinstated. The transition to irreversible injury depends on the extent of ATP depletion and membrane dysfunction, especially of mitochondria. ATP depletion result in MPT with loss of the hydrogen gradient. ATP depletion releases cytochrome C that can induce apoptosis. Increased calcium activate membrane phospholipidase with resulting membrane damage. Intracellular protease leading to cytoskeletal degradation. Phospholipid degradation products that accumulate are directly toxic to the cell. Here is the changes, ultrastructural changes during cell injury due to hypoxic ischemia. Now, irreversible cell injury versus reversible cell injury. First is reversible cell injury is a type of cell injury that can return to the steady state by altering cellular condition. And irreversible cell injury, one of the severe type of cell injury which leads to the cell death. Reversible cell injury can return to the normal position, while irreversible cell injury has passed the point of no return. In reversible cell injury, sublethal and short acting. The reversible cell injury is sublethal and short acting, while irreversible cell injury is lethal and long lasting. Reversible cell injury caused by lack of oxygen or blood flow to the cell, while irreversible cell injury caused by immunological response or viral infections. Reversible cell injury can result in cellular swelling and fat accumulation, while irreversible cell injury result in necrosis and apoptosis. Reversible cell injury can be treated with drugs, while irreversible cell injury leads to permanent cell loss. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you all enjoy this session. If you have any query, please mention it in comment box. Thank you.